Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons.
Here are your Atlanta Falcons.
Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out, they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
And in year two, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
London brought in motion. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
36-yard line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast, and the ball falls incomplete.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
On second down, it's Daniels. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll try to run for it.
Daniels on the scramble.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, the Commanders are going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Play action. It's Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He runs with it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He'll run again. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A throw behind his neck, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's going to be close to the first down. Just a yard short of a line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The tight end Ertz in motion. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will slide to a hole, but he does have the first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
Percy Butler on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here is Penix. Complete. Former 1st-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Falcons,
they get 14 on that hookup. First down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Just a really
line.
good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down right
in order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 17 yards on that play.
Falcons.
It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Michael Penix on the keeper. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Lining up for the extra point.
He's got it, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Commanders nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt called by the turnover on downs last time they had it. So trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15.
Really nice job there of utilizing the play action to pick up a nice gain. And the nice thing about play action, Mike, is it's such an easier burden for the offensive line. Those defensive linemen don't get into pass rush mode as quickly as they do in drop back pass. And with that protection, he has plenty of time to find his open target.
And he'll get about 5.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Daniel's going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Tackle made by Jesse Bates.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Commander's first down.
Commanders.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniel.
The pass. He was brought down by Mike Hughes. The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Third and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Debo.
Daniels pass. Complete to number 1, Debo Samuel. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So after 1, it's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's Tress Way now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance to down this one. He carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That's caught right side, it's London. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And he'll get him down after after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
On the stop.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
Now, deep ball for London. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over first.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
On play action, Daniels. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down a quick